That, and we are live here on the Sally balcony with the Sally Cam for the Sally podcast
For my Sally series.
for your Sally series.
Got
What's
my own
up,
series.
Mustang Sally? So, what do we want to talk about tonight? I mean, we missed the beautiful sunset, but
We
it's
did,
still
'cause-
like, it's a little bit dusk out, so that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
We were doing technical stuff and missed that. So
We missed that, and you can rock that switcher whenever you want to.
all right.
If you feel like it, you can
All right.
just
Okay.
go from one
From red
thing-
to green.
from red to green.
All right.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So what does Sally have going these days? I know you've been on the phone, you've been online, you've been like rocking around LA, Pasadena, Culver City. I know some stuff is like secretive and you can't really go into it too much. First of all, before we get into Sally, let's talk a little bit about me. I'm the PodBrother. They call me Stephen E. Kimbrough. Sometimes they call me, hey, you stop with my wallet. But today they call me the PodBrother.
Or they call you, get away from my cookies.
Get away from my cookies. Get away from my nookies. you can have my nookies, but get away from my cookies.
I want my cookies.
Yeah. So what we're doing is a series of just some really quick podcasts, just to show what it is that PodBrother Network can do.
Exactly.
PodBrother Nation Network, actually PNN.
We're gonna try to get you,
We kind of
you out there.
We're like the black sheep of the family of CNN. We PNN.
Peeing in what?
What? That's it. That's it. And when I do my live man on the street, we peeing on the street.
Peeing on the sidewalk.
We're peeing on the sidewalk.
Peeing on the sidewalk.
Live.
Now we're peeing
Live.
Now we're peeing on my patio.
Peeing in with the PodBrother live
PodBrother.
on Hollywood Boulevard.
Sticking it with the PodBrother.
Stick with the PodBrother.
No.
Sticking it with the PodBrother will work too. Sticking it to the man with the PodBrother.
Sticking it on the PodBrother.
I know you want the PodBrother to stick you, so I know where you're trying to go with that. So
big stick.
we just having some fun here on the mics when we're doing a little podcast here out on the patio
On the patio in Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach. It's beautiful here.
Beautiful Redondo Beach.
And I mean, there's this cool ocean breeze that's coming through, cooling things down. Even at high noon, it's incredibly
it was
comfortable and
really nice.
relaxing.
Had a great day.
And that drink you made for me after we did our hot afternoon podcast, that was good.
I'm telling you, that rum chata,
It was on point.
rum chata and apple whiskey. I'm telling you right now.
It tastes like a tropical Christmas. Because it had that
Lots
kind
of
of apple pie taste, but it was like a pina colada. It was tropical. It was like I'm waiting for Santa Claus to come, flying through on a surfboard or something.
You did rely. You just surfboarded all over that chair.
That knocked me. I surfed right out into La La Land after having one of them. What do you call it?
The rum chata and apple
The
whiskey.
rum chata apple whiskey surfed the PodBrother right off into La La Land.
He did.
I just took one drink and I was just like,
You don't know nothing about these Mexican drinks.
They take me a little nap now because I don't know this rum and whatever this is to knock the PodBrother out.
I went through your wallet too. There wasn't much in there.
Oh, I know that. Did you put some in?
Gosh.
People
clear the dust
steal
out.
my wallet. I come back with credit. My credit's so bad. I want somebody to steal my wallet.
I'm like, this was useless.
They'd be like, oh, wait a minute, your score is a 720 once. Yeah.
Negative.
Exactly. My credit right now got a cold.
I got a cold.
Yeah, it's got the flu.
Oh. Yeah, it flew out the door.
It flew out the door. That's what it had. My credit got Ebola.
It just flew.
48 hours and it's over. It's done. It's done. Oh, man.
That's what happens now.
It is. Everything, what can you do, though,
We can hustle. We could do podcasts on the patios.
That's it. We do podcasts on a patio, and we get somebody to sponsor a sandwich, and we straight.
There you go. Somebody got to throw us a 20.
We'll podcast for food.
I'm thinking.
Hey.
We should just go outside all these restaurants and do podcasts and try to get some food.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
I think we should.
You know, we could
hit them up, and
we could. You know, what we could do is we could be like, okay, look, we'd do a trade. We'd do a podcast for you and a trade for like $100 like food tab.
Food, yeah, credit.
Which
food
included
credit.
which include drinks, food and drink credit, because you know we got to get our drink on.
A couple glasses of wine, get some really nice food. They're like podcast for hunger.
Podcast for hunger. Podcast against hunger, because when we done, we won't be hungry no more.
That's a new trend. We're gonna do that.
We're gonna start that. We're gonna start a new nonprofit
podcast
for Sally and the PodBrother. Podcast against hunger. Well, what's this podcast for? You know,
so we don't get hungry.
Keep my belly from rumbling. That's what it's for.
We could do podcasts for gyms and podcasts for fitness.
We could.
You could just do
We could do podcasts for sit-ups.
There you go.
You know, and then come back tomorrow do podcasts for push-ups. we just break this down into body parts. You know, can you hook the PodBrother up for a podcast for hamstrings?
Yeah, you got protein. Got a protein drink over there too.
I'll do a podcast for you if you let me go in there and work my hamstrings. I did chest last night. I did chest yesterday.
So there you go. There's a bunch of stuff we could do. Podcast for a room. Hotel.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Podcast for wheels.
For a car. Yeah. There you go.
How about podcast for love? I can see you not in already. You gave me that look like, what?
For who?
For who? For what?
Does it gotta be love?
Does it gotta be love? Can it just be for a hug? Podcast for a hug?
You know, yeah. Not too much.
And a handshake. Not too much content. Can we at least keep our clothes on?
There's got to be some space,
it's got to be
air.
It's got to be some space. It's got to be a church hug where there's plenty of air. You know, it's the shoulder to shoulder church hug.
There you go. There you go. We don't know yet.
Okay.
You got to check the credit first.
I'm just saying. I'm just running. Make sure your credit don't have Ebola.
It ain't flown nowhere.
Oh man.
You popping out.
I just lost my cable. That's okay. You keep going because everything is still good. I can't hear until I hook myself back up.
It's all right. You don't need to hear all this anyway. It's all right. So yes. So we're sitting out on the patio today. This is our second podcast of the day.
Yeah. First one was a little glitchy.
It was.
You know.
We're just getting the hang of it. Played around with some technology. Now we're getting it. It's you know.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where I think that the issue was my laptop just had too many programs open. I was editing earlier. I was online. I had browsers open.
Don't try to make it sound like you busy, because
I
was in production. I had the movie going on and the
trying to act like you're busy when you in there taking a nap with that apple rum.
Watching Vines. Watching Vines and YouTube videos. There you go. But they were all on together, and so what had happened was...
What had happened was...
I had it was congested.
It was congested.
So
we had to give it a little decongestant, and now it's running smooth.
Now we got it.
Because we were getting good bars from your router. You got good up and down.
Yes, I do.
Yes, Sally got good up and down. Not that I know, because I don't know. I don't have that kind of knowledge.
That's because he had rum chata. That's why.
Yeah, well, you know.
Knocked the hell out.
I knocked the hell out.
There you go.
I missed my window.
You missed the up and down.
Damn, I hate when that happens.
You were up and down all out here on the patio. It was great. So.
Oh man. So what's on tap for you for the near future? I know you want to get involved in a few things. So
I do want to get involved in a few things. This whole industry is fascinating. I want to get to know a little bit more about what happens behind the camera. How does it all happen? How does it get put together?
There's a lot going on behind the camera.
There's a lot going on.
Just setting up this little podcast scenario.
Cables and equipment and you got
to make sure your sound and your cameras and everything is working, and the handshake happens, and you connect it to the internet, and a lot going on.
There's got to be some tools to make this a little bit more mobile.
Well, you can't get more mobile than
Well,
a
I'm,
switcher, a
I'm
laptop,
just
and a Tascam.
no,
This
that's
is
true.
this is pro stuff here, man.
Pro
We sound good and we look good, and we're
Well,
streaming
yeah, that's
live.
it. We need a makeup and hair person now.
Well, you talking about me or you talking about Sally?
Well, yeah. Well,
You must be talking about me because you look good. You look good.
But yeah, so I got a little bit going on. I want to, got a taste of it. I want to try to see what's going on out there and make it happen.
I think you would be a really good producer. You got the constitution for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because it's a attention to detail kind of job, and
Right.
and you have that, and it's a very high paper oriented, paper backup, paper trail, everything. There's like the production binder, and you got spreadsheets, and you got all these software that allows you to keep track of everything,
who's where, what's what.
I mean, there's all these apps for keeping track of your production.
Exactly. I'm put GPS on everybody.
You're gonna have
everything. Everybody's gonna have
forget
GPS.
the policemen having the video cams. You're gonna have the video cams on your grips.
I will low jack, GPS, whatever it takes.
Low jack. That's old school carjacking stuff. Low jack. I ain't heard low jack since 1993.
It was. But you could count on it. You could count on LoJack. LoJack would find your shit.
It really would.
It worked.
I had LoJack on my Mazda RX-7.
See?
Convertible, because at the time it was a high theft vehicle.
Right. So then, but did you still have it?
I did.
See?
I did, and nobody ever stole it.
Because they knew you had LoJack.
It was nice to have LoJack.
I'm thinking. So that's what I mean. It's always nice to learn something new. Try to keep your mind busy and learning new things. And the technology is changing, the industry is changing, and the whole environment, the work environment is changing. So you got to go out. You got to make a niche. You got this niche with the podcast. That's a great niche. Live podcast.
A lot of people. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that are doing podcasts, but not too many people are doing it live,
and not too many people look good doing it.
Well, thank you, Sally. Unless that was a self-compliment of you.
But
we know you look good doing it. She's just throwing it.
Today we are doing a joint venture.
We're doing a joint venture. So, it's like she upgraded
really
my
good.
real estate. She's making me look good tonight.
Well,
here in Redondo Beach.
I'm gonna try to do some more joint ventures with you. I think we could really hit some people up. And
I think we could do some stuff.
I think so too.
I mean, we were joking about it earlier, but that's part of my business model for this is to find a business that wants to get some exposure on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
When we come in and we set up in their venue and we go live and we talk about their menu and their service and their products. And we can even taste and sample some of it as part of the podcast. And talk with special guests. We can invite some of our industry guests in and talk to some employees of the venue, and that all can be live. And then it's like you pay for that. There's like a little fee for that.
Well, I mean, otherwise you're waiting for the news at 9, 10, and 12. This is live. This is mobile. They can call it up whenever they want to. You get a little bit publicity for the venue. People come in. They just give you their opinions, and I think that would be a good thing.
We can even do some pre-production in advance with this. We can say we're coming in 3 weeks at 4:00, and the restaurant can blast that out to their customers.
That's true.
So if they're not at the restaurant, they can come down and see it live, be a part of the studio audience. Love that.
They could be a participant.
They could be a participant. They could be laughing at our comedic antics right now.
Exactly. We could have a live audience instead of my cousin.
We should put a little live audience here on the patio and just
sit down.
We got enough room.
I think so. Get a little bit of music in the background, and
we could cue some music. We could play some music videos in between some of our dialogue.
True. Well, but you could also do some advertisement for some local band that comes in.
We could.
See?
Or local artist or DJ or
DJ, something.
Vocalist, poet.
That's more money.
More money, more
More
money.
We get whatever little thing you get in your bucket. We get
We
it.
just do the show with a cup. Every
With a
time
cup.
somebody you want to go on, you got to put some cheddar in the cup if you want to go on the podcast. That's how you get
Our
on.
cup's empty.
Cup is empty, and what's wrong with that? We have all this equipment, and we got empty cup.
I don't see
What
the
can you do to fix that?
benefit of an empty cup. So I think that's something we can look at.
I think that is.
So
That's something we should look at.
we should.
There's a lot of little businesses down there.
Oh, it's so
We
many.
Just go door to door. And
I told you. We got music on Sundays, and Lobster Fest is this weekend. So
Oh, see, you're killing
I know.
me.
Well,
Because I loves me some lobster. I lived in Boston and got hooked on some lobster. And now, when I hear the word lobster, my eyes start twitching a little bit.
it's crazy out there. They got some lobster. They got some music. It's all set up. They got all sorts of stuff out there. And then we got other venues. So what are you up to this weekend? You're gonna...
I'm going back to Vegas. I've got some clients out there. I've got some pitch meetings. I've got I've got a couple of videos I need to make. There's a big zombie footprint I have out there with the zombie apocalypse store. And we've got some ideas of doing some really cool stuff with the podcast and live broadcast out of his store. So I got a few things going on in Vegas. Plus,
we had that thing going on out here too with the Day of the Dead. You forgot all about that.
Yeah, you sent me that. When is that?
That's this weekend.
Oh, that's this weekend.
So I'm gonna have to use my GoPro to get footage for you.
You're gonna have to do that.
I am. I don't know if I have a microphone though.
There's a mic on your GoPro.
There's a mic, but can I attach another one so it's like nice and bedazzled?
You know, she wants to bedazzle. She want to be the pro.
I do have a Hello
Kitty. She want to be
Kitty.
the pro with the GoPro.
I have a Hello Kitty.
Got a Hello Kitty microphone. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me how the Lobster Fest is going?
Not the Lobster Fest. This is the Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
We're gonna be talking to actors and the movies, and it's a big ordeal.
Damn, what day is it?
It's this weekend. It's the weekend.
So the Day of the Dead is more than one day?
The Days of the Dead.
Days of the Dead.
Days of death.
The days of our lives. Days of the Dead.
There might be some zombies over there too. You don't know.
You know.
But I'm gonna have to. I will take the reign on this one.
You're gonna have to cover me, I think.
I think so. I'm gonna have to cover.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to put you in on FaceTime.
Maybe I can do a couple hours Saturday morning and then head out to Vegas.
No, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Is it Friday?
I'm not sure. I will check.
If it's Friday, maybe I can do the Friday night.
Yeah.
And then break out.
That would be cool if it was Friday night.
That would be cool.
That would be really neat.
Because then I could kind of hit two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Little lobster, little Days of the Dead.
I do know the Lobster Fest does start on Fridays, so you might be lucky there.
So I'll be lucky there.
So we got to do a podcast in the morning somewhere for breakfast. That way we can get some money for the Lobster Fest at night.
Yes.
Or we could do it at the farmer's market that's on Friday afternoon and get some money for farmers for the Lobster Fest at night.
We could get some money for everything that we do the next day.
Yeah. Oh, we need.
It's like this podcast is for what we're doing tomorrow.
We need a bucket. Forget the cup. We need a bucket.
We need a bucket. We need a laundry basket. Because we want lots of lettuce.
We got lots of stuff to do.
Lots of laundry.
Lots of stuff. We got lots of ideas.
We have tons of ideas.
Tons of ideas. So.
But we should really take that serious because, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get into this because the way that this can be monetized, there's a couple of ways to do it. But, live podcast shows with an audience that pays a cover charge to get in and kind of watch the podcast live. Companies that want to, get promotion, social media exposure, can hire us to come in and do something live. And I even want to do a PodBrother annual membership. You pay $35 a year, and then you get hooked up with like free stuff and discounts, and PodBrother will hook you up.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Get
I
some
think
stickers.
that's what I'm gonna do.
That's when we're gonna do that.
I'm gonna do. I'm
That's
gonna
the next
set that
venture.
up, and I'm
Next venture.
I'm gonna expect you to support PNN.
We're gonna send you a bucket.
We're gonna send you a bucket.
You gotta send it back.
Yeah, and you know what? It can be pennies, man. You could fill the bucket
That's
up with
true.
pennies.
That's true.
A
You
lot
could
of
just
people
send
don't
us.
take pennies.
You should just
You know,
send us your extra change.
If you take pennies to the bank, they won't take them.
You gotta roll them. You do. Yeah.
You got to roll pennies before they'll take them.
Yeah.
See, I'll take your
All right,
pennies
you put it in.
unrolled. Just plop down a bucket of pennies, and I'll be like, "Thank you very much.
Very much.
We cool for a year. I'll see you next year with your bucket of pennies." Because that's how the PodBrother rolls.
See, I'm gonna be your mobile unit. That's what I've decided.
You're gonna be my mobile unit.
I'm gonna be your mobile
You're
unit. I'm your feet on the ground.
You're gonna be
That's
my
me.
mobile behind the scenes and co-host, utility all in one.
I'm doing it.
Sales producer host. I can see it.
Oh.
Sales producer co-host.
Oh wow, that sounds good. Can I get a shirt?
It'll say pod sister on it. Yeah, you can get a pod
Ooh, I'd
sister.
be a
shirt.
pod sister.
You could be a pod sister.
I want a sister.
Oh yeah, cause you all from the hood and stuff. You gotta be sister, pod sister.
Well, hermana is way too long. You can't say pod hermana. That's like too much. Pod chica. You can say pod chica. There you go.
Pod chica, yeah,
pod
that's
chica.
cool.
See, I could rock the pod
You
chica.
could rock the pod chica because I
Yeah.
know nobody's doing that.
I have pod chica with a stud right over the eye. Still
Now
keeping
that I
it
want to
classy.
see. I want to be the first one to get a T-shirt for that. I want to get the
gonna-
pod chica T-shirt.
It's not even gonna be a t-shirt. It's gonna be like a tight tank top.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
It's gonna be like
they're
provocative.
gonna need it provocative. Call the attention away from the PodBrother.
Oh, even the PodBrother be distracted. Be like, what were you talking about? Be like, huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you like that stud? I'll bedazzle yours too.
Yeah, man, I'll be bedazzled. I won't get nothing done. I'll be like, hey, wait a minute. We supposed to go to a commercial or something. You done froze up.
You know,
The PodBrother's speechless.
pod it all out.
What happened? Be like, the hell?
There you go. Pod chica. That's it. That's gonna be it.
All right. Well, we don't want to bore you guys too much. We're having fun. We don't know if you're having fun. And thank you for all one of you watching. And it's
that's the one inside.
Yeah, the podcast where we always going to have at least one. At least one person watching. All right. So I think we should sign off. Do you have a website or a Facebook or YouTube? Anything that you want to sign?
Chica, we just figured that out.
I know, but I mean for
not yet. For
Sally.
I'm gonna have to put that together now.
Do you have a website of anything that is?
I have a Facebook, but that's that's a little personal.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put it together by the next broadcast. We'll have all that.
That could be in 15 minutes. You that quick?
You know what? I can put it together.
You could. All right.
To put it together.
I'll help you with that.
All right.
Well, this is Sally Podchica.
Hola.
And I am the PodBrother. And this is PodBrother Nation, PNN. And we are here in Redondo Beach. And I don't know if you had fun, but we sure did. So
definitely
stay tuned for the next podcast when we come back. We don't know what we're going to do and where we're going to be, but whatever it is, it's going to be fun for us.
It's going to be fun.
And we're glad at least one of you is going to be watching.
It's a series with Sally.
Peace.
Peace.